Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. So Digimon Story Time Stranger's been out for a few weeks at this point, and for those that have already beaten the game and are kind of sad because they have to wait for the DLC, allow me to introduce you to some other monster taming games that, if you're a fan of Time Stranger, you'll definitely want to check out. Monster taming is an entire genre and is not exclusive to Pokemon or Digimon, so I'm really hoping that with this video, I'll be able to open a lot of your guys' eyes to some of the amazing releases we've gotten in recent times. I've selected 5 games that I think that Digimon Story Time Stranger fans specifically will have interest in, whether that be due to their mechanics, their theme, how they present, etc. That being said, make sure to sit back, relax, subscribe for all things monster taming, and let's dive in. Okay, so the first game on this list is going to be Shin Megami Tensei 5, or Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, which is the more completed edition, which has a lot of similarities to Digimon in terms of its combat system. It's also turn-based with multi-battle combat, featuring a wide array of different elements and attributes. Each monster has its own unique set of weaknesses. It's got those big boss battles, and it's definitely a lot harder than Digimon is, even on easy difficulty, which makes it perfect for those looking for a challenge. In this game, you play as the Nahabino, who is a sort of demon-human hybrid, and can explore the wasteland of a post-apocalyptic Tokyo using your abilities to traverse it. The game also features a fusion system, allowing for you to get stronger demons as you level up, a first strike mechanic much like Time Stranger, and a whole lot more. Seriously guys, this game is a no-brainer for those that are looking for titles to scratch a similar itch to Digimon Story Time Stranger. A game that a lot of fans of this channel will know that's an absolute gem is Cassette Beasts, which is a 2.5D open-world monster taming RPG with a completely unique AP-based combat system, which works like stamina in reverse, forcing a lot of strategic output and planning when deciding which moves to use first. It's got a fusion system whereby any two monsters can fuse in the middle of battle, creating a completely unique combination. There's somewhere in the 5 digits of total monster combinations. Much like Digimon Story Time Stranger, it has a system by which monsters can swap their moves around. In this case, they're called stickers and function pretty much the same, allowing for many monsters to have many different moves. And all in all, it's just a great game. There's tons of content. It's got a packed world to explore with a great story too. I highly recommend checking this game out if you're a fan of monster taming games in general, but especially so if you're looking for something that's completely unique that does not feel like a Pokemon game. Okay, so the next game is more for people who miss the raising elements from a game like Digimon World or Digimon World Next Order. A lot of you might not know this since there wasn't a ton of marketing in the West. However, a brand new Monster Rancher game released a couple of years ago called Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher, which allows you to raise, battle with real-time combat, go on expedition with, fuse, and more with a bunch of monsters from the Ultraman series, as this was sort of a crossover game. The original 2 Monster Ranchers also released on modern hardware a few years ago as well, if that's more up your alley, but if you're looking for something to sort of scratch that monster raising itch, I do recommend you check it out. Koei Tecmo definitely needs to see a lot more people buying their Monster Rancher games if we're gonna see more releases in the West. For number 4, I've decided to include Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin, or the remake Monster Hunter Stories 1 that recently released on modern hardware, as these are both really beautiful semi-open world monster taming RPGs where, while not providing a vast evolution or fusion system like previous entries on this list, does have its own unique combat system, allowing for the player to fight alongside their monsters, ride any obtainable monster, and it also has this thing called the Rite of Channeling, which is sort of like a fusion light or loading system where you can take abilities from one monster and sacrifice it in order to power up another. These games are heavily story focused and provide an easy to learn turn-based combat system, and honestly are a lot of fun. Finally, we have Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince, which is definitely one of my favorite monster taming RPGs that's released in the last half-decade. Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince, much like previous games we've mentioned, features sort of like a segmented open world, like you'd see in Monster Hunter Stories, Legends Arceus, or Shin Megami Tensei 5. It features a fusion system, 3-on-3 strategic turn-based battles, and a ton of iconic monsters, since just like Digimon and the Megami Tensei games, we are talking about a franchise that has decades of roots within the monster taming genre. The game follows an alternative set of events from Dragon Quest IV, features a cast of fun characters, an easy to learn but hard to master combat system, and a ton of depth in general as well. I think that Digimon Story Time Stranger fans would really enjoy this game as their next fix. But yeah, there we go, guys. Those are 5 monster taming games that any Digimon Story Time Stranger fan should definitely check out. I want to again stress heavily that the monster taming genre is something that is full of unique experiences, and my channel is all about these games. If we want to see monster taming games continue to step outside of Pokemon's shadow, we need to enthrall ourselves with as many high-quality monster taming experiences as possible, so it signals to developers that this is the way to go. Make sure to subscribe to my channel in order to help me do my part in uplifting the monster taming genre as a whole. Make sure to check out the Monster Taming Direct presentation that recently came out that showcases over 40 different games in the genre that all put exclusive updates for the event, and make sure to check out the games I mentioned today. Just wanted to say, guys, thanks so much for all the support with the recent Digimon Story Time Stranger content. We're definitely going to be following any sort of DLC updates closely. I still have some guides to make, and I look forward to all of the fun monster taming experiences that the genre has yet to show us. Special thanks to our supporters, especially Candy Marunci, Tragsoft, Valorware, Nemo, and Wrathful Beast, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.